almost certainly going to be Diddy Cloud versus, well, not really so certain on the Japanese team's part because they have such a deep pool of characters each. And we also could see Zero Suit. We also could see Lucina from Nairo. But if there's anything I'm going to bet on, it's that Zero is going to be Diddy Kong.
Now, with this difference in information though, that we have received, I would actually like to change my odds. I'm leaning more towards Ally and Leo taking the tournament this time.
Well, winners finals is going to be them versus Anti and Salem, pulling off probably the second, or tied for the first biggest upset of the day. Both first and second, man, from last year already in losers bracket. Though, I must say that last year, Nairo and Zero did take an early trip to losers themselves to Mars and Pug West. I said Marg. Yeah, but yeah, Mars and Pug West, who are notably absent from this top 8. They were eliminated in winners quarters by Anti and Salem, and I'm not sure who defeated them in losers, but being that it's been a pool full of sharks this entire top 48 and now top 8, really would not surprise me if any, or like whichever team it was that did it.
I want to say it was Arvark and Elegant, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that though.
Okay, guys, they're already going to kick it off. Nairo, I was going to say, wait, someone forgot their tag, but of course it's Nairo, and we've got two
Mega Man.
Very interesting color scheme, too, with red and green. I would have maybe expected, because Mega Man's got like 2 red costumes.
Is there like a white Mega Man? There's that kind of white bluish, because that would have been cool, red and white for the Japanese flag.
Yeah, but they can't pick. Oh yeah, well, Kameme already reps his country automatically with his costume.
Yeah. Oh, hard knuckle down to the depths.
And that was Abadango who did that too, showing that his Mega Man is no slouch in his own right. When I was listing his pool of characters, I notably forgot Mega Man, who actually he got fairly close to taking some games off of Zero at Big House.
Yeah, he was working on this character for Zero because obviously that Mewtwo matchup for Diddy Kong it's a struggle.
For sure. Well, Nairo just throwing out the big guns.
Barely missing out on that kill too. And now, despite this early lead, you know, they've kept this pretty close.
And it is now dead even. All right, we've got Kameme holding a Metal Blade, which is just so dangerous in its own right. If you give him the time to prepare that, his punish game goes from like 95 to 100.
It'll be interesting to see the synergy between these two Mega Man players. Mega Man, I don't know how much these two have practiced together with this team in particular, but as players, they seem to know each other very, very well.
Yeah, you're just constantly presenting hitboxes when you're playing. You've got lemons, you've got tornadoes, metal blades, all kinds of stuff. Oh no, I feel like if that were Kameme on the right edge there, he would have finished Zero off with just a drop down lemon, because that was easy KO territory for Zero. But hey, he's going to live to see another day, or at least another few minutes in this match. Now he's got blue team holding down the edge. Forward throw kill from Zero. That is actually the weaker of his 2 horizontal throws.
Yeah, and Zero currently sitting pretty still on 3 stocks.
Look at him monkey flipping everywhere.
He is moving.
He went from one to the next, just popping off these guys. Oh, and he's going to finally lose that first stock. Now if they can finish off Nairo, it's going to be a big lead for Team Japan. Of course, not going to be the one to let that happen, despite his notably, or rather normally very aggressive playstyle. Nairo actually taking a back seat, just making sure he can charge up that limit so he can be the one to take all these stocks out for this team.
Yeah, Nairo's Limit Cloud is absolutely terrifying. He goes for such crazy options that you typically wouldn't expect, like that reverse edge guard right there. Very, very ambitious, and that will put the blue team in the lead.
Yeah, that recognition, man. He just saw Abadango flying toward him. He's like, I've got a C-stick. Might as well use it. And now we've got a very even game, but the up tilt. Shoryuken from Kameme gonna even, or not even this one up, take the lead back for Team Japan once again. Uh-oh, Nairo off the stage with no jump.
Oh, it doesn't get the lemons.
If he had hit him with that final one, that would have been it. But Nairo recognizing to go for the early up B and just interrupt Kameme's attempt. Uh-oh.
I'm really liking Zero's use of the monkey flip jump off the opponent so that he can give Nairo space to get those punishes, and it was very, very key there.
Yeah, he gets a free ground setup, but all of a sudden, this is an even game. Team USA. Oh, very interesting, by the way, to see Zero without the Chilean flag next to his name now. It's been quite some time that he's been a resident here, so this is so even, so scary for these guys, but I will say that the red team has the survivability edge, at least in terms of their character's weight.
Yeah, Mega Man is the heaviest character on the field.
By only a little bit, 102 to Cloud's 100, but it doesn't matter. Mega Man doesn't have a limit. Does Kameme have what it takes to take this game? Against these two, I would say most people don't. Yo, Kameme notably won to eliminate Zero from EVO 2016, so if he can quickly scrape the stock off of Nairo, I'd say it's possible, though now that his percent deficit is extending, I don't like
That
this
should
yet.
be it. The finishing touch finishes game 1.
If you're in a 2v1, oh, look at that. We want Melee HD in the crowd. I agree, man. That would be quite the feat for the Smash community. We would really love that. Or not the feat, because we're not the ones accomplishing it, but quite the treat, I suppose. Either way, a not exactly nail-biter, but still very close, very roller coaster-esque match going to the red, or rather blue team of Nairo and Zero, a very established doubles partnership, and Abadango and Kameme, like I said before, working their way toward that status themselves.
The double Mega Man was definitely a very solid pick for the team. We just have to see how they're able to adapt to this Zero and Nairo team throughout the set.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Oh yeah, they are going to stick with it. I guess they're pretty confident in this pairing. Okay, Final Destination. Pretty good pick for Mega Man, but also notably Diddy Kong's favorite stage overall, I would say. Okay, no follow-ups from these guys. I'm definitely looking for the Japanese players to throw each other, or throw their opponents into each other a little bit more. There we go. Oh, but he actually dropped the follow-up. Abadango maybe a little bit of unfamiliarity in those kind of clutch situations with this character. But he's shown that his Mega Man's very potent in its own right.
That said, though, they have taken a little bit of a lead just from chipping away at both of these two.
Something that's really distinctly good for Mega Man in doubles is that his Metal Blade does not stop on contact. So we've seen multiple times already in this match, one Mega Man sitting back and throwing the Metal Blade as soon as his partner gets into a tough spot.
What fantastic spacing around that monkey flip from Kameme, just punishing that very hard with the Mega Upper.
I gotta say, my favorite part about Kameme's playstyle is his sheer confidence. This guy is always looking super zen, and he knows, like, okay, this is exactly where that monkey flip's gonna stop. I'm not even gonna shield and drop my shield. I'm just gonna be there and hit that C-stick up. I'm assuming he plays with tilt stick and close it out. Oh, that's gonna...
Both characters living.
Made the mistake of looking at the wrong character's percent when I was starting to mention that, but yeah, Kameme making full usage of his character's survivability. Actually, most characters wouldn't be dead at 95 from cross slash anyway.
You never know, he was at near max rage. That cross slash was incredibly strong.
Kameme still holding on to this first stock. Oh, there's the throw to Abadango, but he wasn't ready. Maybe with the Metal Blade in his hand, he just wasn't sure what to do, but you can Z-drop into any aerial to have instant access.
A really great chase from Kameme and a reverse edge guard from Nairo. Stock for a stock, but the red team is still in the lead at the moment.
It is all the same to the many-faced god. Okay. Got Kameme and Abadango really just trying to gang up on Cloud here. So much damage from these tornadoes. If you catch the full move of Mega Man's up air, it does like 20%, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's the highest damaging up air in the game, I believe.
Oh, another drop follow-up from Abadango. He could have just drifted a little bit back and hit Zero with the back air, but it doesn't matter.
What a down air. Beautiful stuff from Kameme. But one thing that I've really been liking from Nairo in particular is his awareness when he's in disadvantage. You can be hitting him, but he'll know when Zero gets hit, and he'll know if he can combo off of it.
Kameme with no jump off the stage. That's going to be curtains for him. Oh, and Abadango shortly to follow. This is now only a slight margin of deficit for the blue team. They can definitely bring this one back.
Oh, he jumped air dodge. That could have been it, but he was just a little bit off.
Yeah,
you never want to jump through that move. It could mean curtains.
Yeah, you want to mash on the triggers and not the jump button when that happens.
Oh, what a great rate on that spot dodge, and that will be Zero's final stock. Oh, he wanted a jab lock, but Kameme was just in the way there.
These miscommunications, so frequent, I'd say, in this top 8, but it's definitely the nature of doubles. It's a messy format, though it is certainly beautiful when it's played properly. Uh-oh, here it is. Boom!
He almost survived that.
He did, yeah. I would have been pretty upset if he did. Because it just looked way too cool. You can't live after something that cool. Imagine, though, if Abadango assisted him with a tornado.
Ooh. Or like they just both mega upper at the same time.
Yeah.
That would have been disgusting.
And you have to make sure that you're not too close to clank them, too. So you just got to micro space that, especially considering it's a move with a very narrow sweet spot. Yeah. Would be really, really sick to see that, man. I want that to happen in this set, if nothing else. Even if they lose, if they land the double Shoryuken, it'll have all been worth it. But I'm sure that's not how these guys are thinking. They all want the gold right now.
Oh? No, we're not seeing a change of... I don't think we'll see a change of character after that strong performance from Kameme.
Maybe they're going to try to keep it fresh if they feel like the double Mega Man was working but maybe starting to get figured out a little bit. Though, I would have expected to see the switch after they dropped the first game rather than after winning the second one.
Especially since they were leading that first game before Zero and Nairo brought it back.
Okay, yeah, they're going to lock in the double Mega Man again, and it's looking like Nairo's switching to Lucina. I'm surprised not to see a reaction from the crowd for that. Last time at Big House, everyone went nuts when that happened, but I guess now it's the status quo.
3, 2,
okay, here we are, final destination again. Dangerous counter pick, man. I don't know if I like this rationale here. Salty run back after something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's not a salty run back, but still. They are confident that they didn't lose because of the stage, and that could be their downfall here because at the very least, you don't want to give them what they just had.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking like a very even start once again, about 80-90% for both teams, but who's going to pull away first is the question. Abadango using that leaf shield to try to make his landing a little bit safer, though you can still just kind of mash hitboxes through it and either trade for 1% or just clean hit him. Wow, all that damage tacked onto Abadango, who was previously the healthiest player on the screen, until he got stuck between Nairo and Zero, and that's a tale that I'm sure is often told.
Abadango trying very unsafe fair and still going to get hard punished with that up tilt.
He could have gotten another one right there on Nairo, but instead opting to hedge his bets and just go for a grab, knowing that he could have eaten a Lucina forward smash to the face, and
no air dodge from Nairo.
This is like 4 times in a row I've seen him not air dodge out of that.
These lemons back and forth, being sandwiched between this lemon sandwich.
I don't think that would taste very good, and I'm sure Nairo and Zero agree.
Yeah. They aren't liking the taste anyway.
Oh, the monkey flip just in time. That would have been a potential clean gimp there for Kameme, but it's looking like Zero's got some fight left in him.
But that big forward smash, taking out both their stocks. Great stuff to Nairo.
All right, now this lead is only in terms of percent for these guys, and we've seen Zero and Nairo's team combos before. And again, Kameme just throwing Zero away and opting for a 1v1 situation rather than trying to get him sandwiched in between himself and Abadango. Possibly a dangerous game off here, and Abadango already gonna drop. Oh,
that was fantastic! Making use of the rush to bring him back up so that it would restore his own rush as well.
Mega Man's best friend. All right, we've got some intense projectile pressure from Kameme himself. Meanwhile, Abadango's just sitting back, throwing the Metal Blade into the ground for himself to hang on to, which is good because that one, he's at very high percent, so he could die, and two, it allows him to do that cut through all players save if Kameme finds himself in trouble. Nairo just walking up the utmost confidence for a grab there. Setting up, but again, not quite enough momentum. Kameme still looking very healthy. Meanwhile, Abadango has gotten absolutely eviscerated since respawning. What a turnaround. Like I said, it was only in terms of percent, and they're really able to take that and run.
That said, though, Kameme is looking relatively healthy, and both the blue team members are at death percent, as we can just see right there.
And Abadango looking like a sure support on this team. Meanwhile, Kameme very comfortable taking the front. And what a scary point he is with a character that I'm sure most people envision as more of a support-based, more of a passive defensive character. But Mega Man definitely has a lot of offensive capability. Though Abadango's just been getting slapped around since his first stock has ended. He's going to need to play a little bit more control-oriented. Just keep staying back and spawning those Metal Blades. Ooh.
Good call out, expecting the jump off. Managed to catch that fair, but not too much off of it.
Yeah, I think it only does 8 damage or so.
Yeah.
And not really any significant knockback.
That said, though, big damage on that up air. Getting the double. Up throw will definitely take it.
180, looking like it just barely killed, too. Now Abadango nearing kill percent, especially to that super dangerous Lucina forward smash.
Yeah, absurdly strong, especially for how fast it is. Frame 10, joint fastest in the game. Tries to go for the shield breaker.
The follow-up from Abadango, he's, again, just trying to stay back. And I'm just so shocked. I have seen Kameme throw his opponents away from Abadango every single time, and that's just not something you're used to seeing in the upper echelons of doubles brackets. This is potentially the biggest upset of the tournament on the line, especially if they do it with double Mega Man.
Up air, oh, forward air. Not quite high enough percent to justify the up air there.
And Zero not quite high enough vertically to land another follow-up forward air after that. I feel like red team is scrambling to land these kills here. Despite the numbers, it's looking like the blue team is actually, I'm sorry, the red team is actually panicking a bit more.
Oh, barely missed out on that back air.
Is that it? No, Nairo clinging to life here. Is he gonna save Kameme? Not that he's in really any danger of dying at 88 to Diddy Kong, but still. I love that cascading lemon pressure up and down and up again. Oh, is that it? No, Abadango
Still living.
Oh,
tries to go deeper. What happened to Kameme? Did he get hit by?
got hit by something. I was watching the left side of the stage because that was near death, but all of a sudden it's Kameme who loses the stock, and Nairo and Zero managing to salvage that from really a very grim look on their stocks and percent there. Wow. They've got to be feeling like the clutch masters right now.
Yeah. Nairo was definitely the hard hitter of that set. Just all those kills with Lucina.
Wow.
Pierce was popping up in the crowd. Definitely like to see his boy Zero succeed. He's Zero and Nairo.
Yeah, Pierce definitely an avid supporter of both of these guys. Man, this has been an insane set so far. And I feel like that was really what they needed to do. They really needed to win that game and go up 2-1 because their confidence has to be a little bit shaken right now at the very least. And I don't know if we're going to see a switch from the double Mega Man. It was working out, but Abadango, toward the later half of that game, was just getting absolutely sandbagged. And not as in his opponents weren't trying against him, but as in he looked like the sandbag in the training room.
All Smash 4 pool captains, make sure you prioritize the loser side first, and then
got some discussion over the stage picks, and also I'm sure there's some discussion over character choice as well. Nairo's Lucina really paying off well there, though. I think that was a good pick against Mega Man. Just being able to cut through the lemons with an aerial is so valuable.
A big front-hitting aerial, which Cloud lacks in comparison to Lucina.
Right.
His forward air is incredibly slow. Nair starts behind him.
Yeah, and also just the sheer kill power of that forward air when you're off the stage, man. I've seen Lucina and have done the killing with Lucina at some obscene percent.
Oh, but Nairo getting juggled by these tornadoes at the moment. Both of them, in fact. 76 on 0 already.
Uh-oh, he has no
Love
jump.
that jump on back air. Oh, Nairo's still aggressive off stage, even when he's being pressured.
Yeah, he's just a very brave player. Always has been known, even since his earliest days as a competitor, for being very fond of pushing buttons. Oh, Abadango and Kameme both missing some spike attempts on their recovering opponents. It's not so easy to land that hard knuckle, even though it's a lot less risky than many spikes, because Mega Man's body's not attached to it at all.
But
Is Zero gonna try to kill
Abadango
him?
really
Yep.
taking a beating from Zero.
I would have liked to see him do the upbeat outward and then double jump onto the edge, but I'm not sure if he had saved his jump there. I think he still had it, though. Perhaps a little bit of that unfamiliarity with the character coming into play. Not that Abadango's Mega Man isn't phenomenal and that he doesn't play the character ever or anything, but still, this is not his native main, and in a situation like this, that could really cost you.
Yeah, against these top-level players, it is you have to be on point with everything.
Abadango going to opt for a high recovery, though. Meanwhile, Kameme on stage throwing tornadoes out, just trying to apply some damage.
Still the only one with 3 stocks remaining. Oh, unsafe up smash. I think Nairo might have been expecting something from Zero there, but it wasn't given to him. But the forward smash, wow,
Still
not
gonna
alive.
kill. That's the longest I've ever seen somebody live Lucina's forward smash. 150%, even cross stage. That is pretty ridiculous. Also, I just made a fairly important realization about why Double Mega Man is such a good team, or rather just Mega Man himself and doubles being so good. That up air, even though it doesn't have a lot of necessarily knockback, it keeps your opponent suspended in the air for a long time, and then you get a lot of time to 2v1 their partner.
And in addition, just by itself, it's just so much damage.
Yeah.
As we saw in the early game, just getting hit back and forth, both of them. Great hit, catching the back hit of the down smash. Abadango on his last stock, potentially his tournament double stock.
Yeah, I was going to say that this was looking remarkably even, but Abadango had to stay alive for it to count. And of course, as I'm thinking that, his stock just goes out the window.
Abadango getting comboed once again, but punishing the landing accordingly. Very good stuff. And now, red team has the lead once again. Kameme, I feel like, has been the MVP of this game, holding on to these stocks.
Yeah, that was such a huge swing. Nairo going for a completely unnecessary dolphin slash. Wow, the forward smash actually hitting behind him.
Oh, that back air was clutch. That would have been a terrifying shield breaker.
And also a potential terrifying team kill there. Abadango almost falling victim to Kameme's tornado, but there's still an extra stock on the board for Kameme, and now he's going to need to use it. Got an exactly even game, pretty much.
All right, now I definitely want to see Abadango take the back seat here, play very passive, and let Kameme hold the fort.
A lot easier said than done against a team like Nairo and Zero, though. These guys, at least Nairo, an offensive demon, and Zero very quick on his feet as well.
Yeah, there we go. Good decision from Kameme just to allow Abadango to be behind him, and a great back air from Abadango.
Taking the most out of that accidental friendly fire there, but Nairo, can he win this 2v1?
It's possible. A player of Nairo's caliber with such explosive potential, he could bring this back. If he's able to get rid of Abadango's stock, it isn't insurmountable for him. But there is a lot of work to do.
Still so surprised. Not the right choice. Could have probably done up air. Oh, and
so very close.
Multi-hit moves just a little bit unreliable, especially when your opponent's already flying away from something.
I definitely think a back throw from Abadango at the ledge will definitely take Nairo's stock.
Wow, he's really playing with fire here. He should not be going anywhere near Nairo. He should just be throwing a Metal Blade into the ground, hanging on to it for the interrupting factor, and waiting for Kameme's lead. But here we go. It's going to be a 2-1, or rather 2-2 set. We're going to Game 5, folks.
Oh. Is this our first Game 5?
I think we saw Elegant and Arvark versus Zach and Pink Fresh had a Game 5. No, maybe not.
I think that was a 3-1.
We've seen so many ridiculous games that I can't be expected to remember that. I apologize. I probably should, but either way, the action has just been too much. Right in front of us, though, we have, again, possibly the biggest upset of the day, especially if they do it with the double Mega Man composition. Though, if I'm Abadango, right now, I'm kind of thinking about switching. Probably to, I want to say Meta Knight, who is very good against the Fire Emblem characters, but not very good against Diddy Kong. And in terms of his other character choices, Mewtwo, I would say, is completely out of the picture.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And, I mean, Pac-Man, Rosalina, Wario, we're not going to see those guys.
Yeah.
Maybe Rosa, if anything, but I think Lucina's a great pick against Rosalina, being that she can just easily swat Luma away in a single hit. You don't have to worry about landing a tipper to send Luma into tumble. I don't know, man. This is just a series of ups and downs, but if they stick it out with the red and green bombers, I will be very impressed.
Right, a lot of careful postulation from the team of Nairo and Zero. All right, final game on Smashville. Cutting down the amount of space that two Mega Man players have.
Yeah, I think that was really where they were thriving. Final Destination, of course, being the pick multiple times, gave them a lot of advantage here.
That was a beautiful pivot grab from Kameme, converting off of the Abadango hit.
Oh, and we've got so much damage tacked onto Nairo already. Both Mega Man players looking very healthy. Oh, the Crash Bomber. It's going to be on Zero. He's got to hold shield for a second, but Nairo right. Oh, no!
What a punish! The power shield into the up tilt immediately.
I was about to commend him for being there to cover Zero while he had to shield for the Crash Bomber, but that is very insignificant compared to the fact that he just got destroyed by an up tilt. Only 40 seconds in and he's already down a stock. Definitely has to be kind of kicking himself for going for that. Okay, these lemons, these metal blades, so much stage presence for the red team right now.
And I think what's really great is how they're jumping up and down between the two, and like if one of them finds an opening, they can throw the metal blade in between and try to catch any sort of aggression from the blue team.
Why he just went for a banana into grab. He had a clear forward smash, but it doesn't. Whoa, no, it does matter, because even at 145, he's surviving that back air. Oh, and that's it.
Oh, that back throw.
No, it's
no, not quite.
I saw 0%. Apologies. This is just such an extreme set. Zero, though, still very healthy, only 78% to show for himself.
Yeah, that's actually very surprising. You know, we saw all this dominance on Nairo, but Zero has been holding it down spectacularly.
It's almost as if they've been ignoring him, or if they have been trying to hit him. He's just so naturally evasive.
Oh, a little bit too much on the charge. That would have been a good punish otherwise.
He really wanted to take the stock. Okay.
Very, very close.
Can't bite off more than you can chew in situations like that, though, you know? If you get the up smash, take the up smash. Don't try to overextend. And if you do, make sure you do it properly. Wow, the throw armor.
Invincibility, yep.
Yep. Just going to eat right through that fire sword. Now we've got Abadango off the stage and in trouble, but Kameme right there to back him up. Unfortunately, not able to land a KO with the back air.
But catches the ledge guard with the back throw, still alive. Nairo at 136. A raised Lucina is terrifying at the ledge.
That's exactly why.
Yes.
Abadango sticking his metal blade into the stage instead of throwing it at the proper elevation to hit Nairo. Okay, but we're going to have 3 stocks to 4 and possibly 3 to 3 if they can take care of Zero real quick.
Yeah, they're going to need to get rid of Zero's first stock very, very quickly.
It's really looking like it's going to prove to be the X factor for this team. Abadango just missing the mark so many times with a lot of attacks. I like what his Mega Man brings to the table in terms of support, but when it comes to be his turn to actually get the hits, it's just falling short.
That was a really nice sequence from Zero and Nairo, using again the monkey flip. It's just so versatile and so aware of which monkey flip variation to opt for.
Yeah, going for the jump just leaves them on the ground, and it's easy pickings for any kind of follow-up, really, from any character, but especially Lucina, whose smash attacks are so strong.
Oh, jeez, that back air, he doesn't even have much rage.
Oh, he gets the save in, and Nairo SDs!
Oh, no!
No, but so does Kameme!
Oh, that's huge. Once again, Zero with... He still hasn't lost a stock, sitting at 165. They need to take his stock, otherwise it's going to be really difficult for them.
That's it.
That back air.
Oh, man, this is looking grim.
Yeah, this is an uphill battle and a half for Kameme.
Zero literally has not died this game. This is insane. It was such a good start from the Mega Man team, but, oh, man. This is looking like the end of Team Japan #1, or rather #2, I'd say, because the former champions would be #1. That's it. Oh, no. I thought he was going to spike him in true Nairo fashion. Or do a fade through back air. Oh, you know what, man?
Kameme is not giving up.
Oh, that's it.
Ah, the raw back air after the down tilt takes it out.
And Kameme with a smile on his face. Abadango possibly, but we can't really tell with the mask on. Either way, they're going to take that loss in stride, go home, think about what they did wrong. I would say, honestly, man, they really should have switched to Abadango's Meta Knight in the Game 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just getting slapped back and forth, particularly in that Game 5.
Like, yeah, you get some extra survivability by picking a heavy character like Mega Man. You get the projectile support. But what you don't get is, 1, explosive kill power, and 2, a character that Abadango truly knows in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So that inexperience really came back to bite him, and they were looking so great throughout the entire set. But now we're going to go into the winners finals, which is going to be Ally and MKLeo versus the upset causers, Anti and Salem. So we'll be back after a short break.
What is up, everybody? How are you doing? Welcome back to Genesis 4. Doubles top 4 coming up for you. As you can see, we have switched casters. Yes, I had to make that corny joke.
That was good.
Because it was running a little late into our block, so I just decided to put us on. Hope you guys enjoyed Silent Doobie Max. We're going to carry you through the rest of doubles. I'm